Telly Savalas remains a cultural icon, celebrated for his unique style, memorable roles, and charisma. His work, especially as Kojak, left an indelible mark on television history, and his influence continues to be felt in popular culture. Aristotle Telly Savalas was born on January 21, 1922, in Garden City, New York, to Greek-American parents Christina and Nick Savalas. His mother was an artist, and his father worked in business. Telly was one of 5 children, and the family spoke Greek at home. Growing up during the Great Depression, Savalas experienced hardships but excelled academically. He attended Sewanhaka High School in Floral Park, where he was an excellent swimmer and lifeguard. After graduating, Savalas joined Columbia University to study psychology, and while there, he worked as a lifeguard and radio producer to support himself. During World War II, Savalas served in the U.S. Army from 1941 to 1943. He was honorably discharged due to injuries sustained in a car accident, which would later result in a lifelong limp. Savalas initially pursued a career in radio and television production. He worked as a host and producer for the ABC News program Your Voice of America, which earned him a Peabody Award in 1953. His career in acting began later, almost by accident. While working as a network executive, Savalas was encouraged to try acting and made his debut in an episode of Armstrong's Circle Theater in 1959. Telly Savalas's first major film role came in Mad Dog Cole, 1961, where he played a police officer. His performance attracted attention, leading to roles in more significant films. He gained widespread recognition for his role as a convict in The Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962, alongside Burt Lancaster, for which he received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Throughout the 1960s, Savalas appeared in numerous films, including The Greatest Story Ever Told, 1965, as Pontius Pilate, Battle of the Bulge, 1965, as Sergeant Duffy, and The Dirty Dozen, 1967, as Maggot. In 1970, Savalas starred alongside Clint Eastwood and Donald Sutherland in what would become the cult favorite Kelly's Heroes. Savalas achieved international fame in 1973 when he starred as Theo Kojak, the lollipop-loving, bald-headed New York City detective in the hit television series Kojak. The show ran for 5 seasons, 1973 to 1978, and was notable for its gritty realism and Savalas's charismatic performance. His catchphrase, "Who loves you, baby?" became iconic. For his role as Kojak, Savalas won 2 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe Award. He returned to the Dirty Dozen franchise in 1987 as Major Wright in The Deadly Mission, and then a year later as the same character in The Fatal Mission. Other than the original, which was a classic, the other Dirty Dozen films, including The Next Mission, which starred Lee Marvin, but not Savalas, were B-grade quality at best. Savalas was married 3 times and had 6 children. He was known for his strong family ties and often credited his mother for inspiring his resilience and work ethic. Despite his tough on-screen persona, he was described by friends as warm and caring. Savalas was a passionate poker player and golfer. He also enjoyed singing and recorded several albums, including Telly 1974, which featured romantic ballads. His single If, a cover of the Bread hit, reached the top of the charts in several countries. In his later years, Savalas continued acting in films and television, including appearances in The Comish, 1992. He was diagnosed with bladder cancer in the early 1990s and died on January 22, 1994, one day after his 72nd birthday in Universal City, California. Robert Bushnell Ryan was born on November 11, 1909 in Chicago, Illinois, to Mabel Bushnell Ryan and Timothy Ryan, a successful building contractor. Growing up in a well-to-do Irish Catholic family, Ryan showed an early interest in sports and academics. He attended Loyola Academy, a Jesuit preparatory school, before enrolling at Dartmouth College, where he excelled in boxing and was a member of the varsity boxing team. He graduated in 1932 with a degree in English literature. After college, Ryan pursued various jobs, including stints as a ranch hand and a schoolteacher, before deciding to study acting at Chicago's prestigious Goodman Theater. In 1939, he moved to Hollywood to try his luck in the film industry. Initially, he landed minor roles, but his career was interrupted by World War II. Ryan served in the United States Marine Corps as a drill instructor at Camp Pendleton, South Carolina, from 1944 to 1945. There he befriended future film director Richard Brooks. Upon his return from military service, Ryan signed with RKO Pictures and quickly gained attention for his rugged good looks, intense screen presence, and ability to portray morally complex characters. His breakout role came in Crossfire, 1947, a film noir in which he played a violent, bigoted soldier. His chilling performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Ryan became known for his portrayals of tough, often conflicted men in both leading and supporting roles. Ryan's notable World War II films included The Longest Day, where he portrayed General James M. Gavin, The Battle of the Bulge, Flying Leathernecks, Anzio, and The Dirty Dozen as the fictional character Colonel Breed. He also featured in many westerns, including The Professionals alongside Lee Marvin, Burt Lancaster, and Woody Strode. Though often cast as villains or anti-heroes, Ryan also demonstrated his versatility in roles that revealed his capacity for vulnerability and introspection. In 1939, Ryan married Jessica Cadwallader, a writer and activist. The couple had 3 children and shared a commitment to social justice. A staunch liberal, Ryan was outspoken about his political beliefs, advocating for civil rights, nuclear disarmament, and environmental causes. He was a member of several progressive organizations, including the American Civil Liberties Union and the Hollywood Democratic Committee. These beliefs were very much expressed in a number of films. As he aged, Ryan transitioned to character roles in films and television, often lending his gravitas to complex authoritative figures. His final film, The Iceman Cometh, 1973, based on Eugene O'Neill's play, was released posthumously and is considered one of his finest performances. Robert Ryan passed away on July 11, 1973, in New York City from lung cancer, aged just 63. He leaves behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's most talented and committed actors. His combination of raw intensity, moral complexity, and authentic humanity ensured his place in the pantheon of great American actors. Robert Charles Derman Mitchum was born on August 6, 1917 in Bridgeport, Connecticut to James Thomas Mitchum, a railroad worker, and Anne Harriet Mitchum. His father died in a train accident when Robert was only 2 years old, and his mother moved the family to various locations, including Delaware and New York City, to make ends meet. Mitchum's childhood was marked by instability, and he developed a reputation as a rebellious and adventurous youth. By his teenage years, Mitchum had become something of a drifter. He left home at 14, hopping freight trains and taking odd jobs across the country. During this time, he wrote poetry, developed an interest in acting, and spent time in jail for vagrancy. These experiences shaped his rugged, outsider persona that would later define his Hollywood career. Mitchum's first foray into acting came in the late 1930s when he moved to Long Beach, California, and joined a local theater group. Initially, he worked behind the scenes, but his deep voice and striking looks soon led to small roles. In 1942, he landed a contract with RKO Pictures, appearing in a string of B-movies including westerns and war films. Mitchum's big break came with the story of G.I. Joe, 1945, a gritty World War II drama in which he played Lieutenant Walker, a role that earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His understated, naturalistic performance established him as one of Hollywood's most promising actors. Throughout the late 1940s and 1950s, Mitchum became a major star, known for his work in film noir and westerns. His performances often embodied the archetype of the tough, cynical anti-hero. Mitchum starred in many war films, including The Longest Day as General Norman Cota, Aerial Gunner, Gung Ho, 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, The Enemy Below, Anzio, Midway, and Breakthrough. Possibly his greatest roles were in the fictional Herman Wouk-inspired miniseries Winds of War and Remembrance as the lead character, Commander Victor Henry. Mitchum married Dorothy Spence in 1940, and the couple remained together for over 50 years, raising 3 children. Despite his long marriage, Mitchum was known for his hard-living lifestyle, which included bouts of heavy drinking and brushes with the law. In 1948, he was famously arrested on marijuana charges, an incident that briefly threatened his career but ultimately added to his rebellious image. Robert Mitchum passed away on July 1, 1997, in Santa Barbara, California, from lung cancer and emphysema. He left behind a body of work that spanned over 5 decades, encompassing more than 100 films. His distinctive blend of charisma, wit, and understated intensity made him one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Known for his effortless cool and refusal to conform to industry norms, Mitchum remains a cinematic icon and a symbol of rugged individuality.